But would that have just fucked up Rumble because it doesn't like it when I restart streams like that? So, ugh. See. All right, so Twitch work now. Or does Twitch still want to tell me I'm offline? Hey, look at that. Twitch is visible. Bit rate's a little too high for it. So see what happens. Apologize if it just drops. Ridiculous. Oh. Make sure Rumble still has live. It looks like it does. Oh. Uh-oh. That Rumble one ended. Okay, cool. Rumble's up. Twitch is up. YouTube should be up. I'm wrong with a little confirmation. And of course, it hid the chat when it opened the game. God damn it. right, intro to the game.
Charles the
Let
Fourth,
the intro play for a
King
second.
of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Uh, all right, last I remember, supposed to talk to the brothers. Oh, the librarian. He might be somebody.
What is
to
it,
talk to,
brother?
because I had that.
I found this piece of parchment. It looks like it's been ripped out of a book. Do you know what it is?
It appears to be a page torn out of Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who? Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day. Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
I wish all good health upon him, but I want change, and only a new abbot can bring it.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10 pages, I'll be most grateful.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, but as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Where should I look?
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere, from the garden to the refectory.
Is it possible to learn something about the other novices in the library?
Only the abbot and the prior keep such records.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the prior are permitted to read them.
Things you say. My joints started aching just before they raised scallops, and now they hurt again. But worse than last time. I tell you, something is going to happen out.
I found a few pages of the torn-up book, but I still don't have them all.
Wonderful. Keep looking then. I'm sure you can find the rest.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
So where's that other novice? I don't think I talked to one of them. That's all.
What would you like?
Pretty sure I've talked to this.
Abbot Peter's health is deteriorating. They say he won't make it to the autumn.
I know. Talk to Luke.
God be with you.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
It's that touching, is it? Touching? Well, I can feel it.
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Sounds like you might be who I'm looking for, buddy.
If you could, who would you vote for to be the abbot?
But I can't vote, so what's the point of worry? Ask Antonius. He often talks about it, and I'm sure he has an opinion.
Am I supposed to tell him? Like, I feel like it's him. Am I supposed to?
What troubles
Peace be
you?
with you, brother.
There's some time.
I'm telling you, someone's been creeping round the corridor at night. What am I saying, creeping? He was stomping about like a bear.
That must have been Brother Circator. He can't sleep and prays long into the night.
Hey, Antonius, let me talk to you.
What is it, brother?
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
That's not important.
Why are you telling me this anyway? What do you want from me?
Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident. Nor the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them. No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
Can I say
Maybe
maybe
you're
right?
right.
And
It's
just
not a
like
pretty
not
thought.
go to him yet?
Thanks for your help, and please don't say a word to anyone.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
Okay, so I can confront all of them. So he's saying Yoda is also the most trusted novice out of the group so far. Hold on.
My name's Gregor, a novice.
God be with you.
I haven't
You
met
can call
this
me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me.
Damn.
I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
God be with you.
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself, especially the part about the coin.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you.
Okay.
Very well.
Thank you.
I'm still curious about this treasure trove of yours.
It's no big, terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times, I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
I'll leave you be. Don't worry, I won't follow you again.
Thank you. And please, Gregor, don't mention it to anyone.
How is it that you don't get any penance for missing morning prayers?
I've paid off the circators to turn a blind eye. And the other monks don't notice as long as you show your face there from time to time. No one's too awake at that time of the morning.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with of course the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
I'm interested in Yodok.
What could interest you about him? He's a no-good rat. He'll turn you in for the price of a turnip. I'd bet my life that if he wasn't here, he'd be a cumin scout, bowing and scraping for a few groschen.
That doesn't sound too flattering.
It wasn't meant to. No matter what you do here, watch out for him. He's got his eye on everyone, and he'll rat on you for even the slightest of infractions.
What can you tell me about Lucas?
It's a tricky situation with Lucas. No one really knows anything about him. I've tried so many times to talk to him, but he always backs away like a
And who are you?
They call him pious because he used to be a priest. When he found out a lot of people were after him, he hid away here. And as you can see, escaped suspicion. They sent me here to find him and bring him to justice. He's one of the novices.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst. This place is a lot more exciting than I expected. Do you know who it is?
Well, that's just it. I suspect it could be Yodok.
Do you know that occurred to me too? Yodok's a scoundrel and a cheat. I believe he'd be capable of anything.
I suspect Lucas.
He certainly says little enough, and he keeps himself to himself. I could well believe he's hiding something, but not that he's a killer.
I don't think Antonius.
I won't tell you more, and I'd like you to keep silent about this too.
You're talking about killing in the monastery. I really should report it.
Would you do that? I have a feeling you wouldn't.
You're right. I'll keep it to myself. I've got problems enough of my own without involving myself in yours. And besides, I mean to be gone from here within a year, so why should I care what happens with the monastery?
Thank you, Siskin. I appreciate it.
Oh, everybody's saying Yoda. Let's see if I can get Lucas to open up any.
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
What can you tell me about Siskin?
Not a lot. I don't know him. Actually, I don't know much about him at all, except that he's not a stickler for rules.
You really don't know anything about anyone? Well, thanks anyway.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
And being antisocial.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas.
You see, I'm looking for someone here.
You're looking for someone? But you're a novice, aren't you?
I am a novice. At least until I find the man I'm looking for.
Why would you be looking amongst monks? You know, the laws of man aren't valid here. In the cloister, we're subject to divine law, the law of the church.
I'm looking for a footpad who's hiding out here in the monastery. He had a hand in raising the Neuhoff farm. He's taken many lives.
I heard something about that. But why are you telling me all this?
I didn't think I'd be telling you all this.
It has to be one of the other novices.
That can't be. Have you told the prior? What are you going to do to this man once you find him?
Talk to him. Then I'll see. Do you have any idea which of the novices could be the imposter I'm looking for?
I don't know, and I don't care to know. I wish you'd never told me. Now I won't be able to sleep at night.
I didn't mean to, like, I was just trying to get a little information out of him. I didn't mean to say all that.
Salve, be well.
Or something. What happened to my stream? Twitch doesn't lie. Okay. Well, shit. I don't know what happened there. My guy. Ugh. You gonna chill while I play?
What would you like?
See if I can. This time without saying everything. I didn't expect that option to give that. Oh, Henry bled open.
What would you like?
Oh, you're falling.
He'll do anything for a little pat on the back from us.
I'm interested in the other novices. What can you tell me about Siskin?
Oh, he's always got a smile on the new friend. But I reckon he don't belong in the monastery. He spends more time dreaming of the world outside than tending to his duties. I'm surprised he hasn't been thrown out already. If it was up to me, he'd be out on his ear right away.
Sounds like you don't have much time for him.
I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Believe me, Gregor, he's hiding something from us. In fact, now I come to think of it, I haven't seen him at morning prayers for a while.
What can you tell me?
Wait, why?
Well, he's up.
Still highlights.
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide. I'd keep well clear of him if I was you.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Quite a lot. And also none at all. The circators who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
Abbot Peter's health is deteriorating. They say he won't make it to the altar.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. What can you tell me about Siskin?
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than him.
You don't know young Lord Capon.
I've heard things. Siskin must have been like him. Fighting, drinking, fornicating. But then he ended up in here.
Why is he in the monastery?
No one knows. Maybe he's hiding from something. Or maybe he's being punished.
Do you think he has a secret?
Don't we all? But unlike the others, he absolutely refuses to speak about his life before the monastery.
That's all I wanted to know about him.
Hey, no,
Thanks.
Siskin was the rich one. He told me about his shit.
What about Yodok?
Be on good terms with him. If you show even the slightest hint you don't like him, he'll make your life hell. He's a slimy little pedant who'll rat you out to the superiors. Once he finishes his novitiate, I imagine he'll want to climb his way up the ladder to at least Sir Cater. He's a man who enjoys ordering others around.
I'm interested in Lucas.
No one knows much about him. He doesn't talk to anyone. He works, eats, sleeps, then does it all again the next day. It's as if he wanted to get it all over with as soon as possible. By it, I mean his entire life.
That's all.
Gotta
Thanks.
be Yoda.
No. Clear off. Let me... Oh, why are you waking me?
It is 9 p.m. Taking my ass to bed. Yeah, right. Oh, damn. They had all got up. There's Cisco. Leading his responsibility efficiently. I can be late and figure out where his stash is. Good enough. Yeah, oversee.
Gemitum non factum, consustationem ea facta sunt, cuius regni non erit finis.
Pay for it. Just go here.
Quid expande filioque procedit, qui cum pater et filio
Oh, what's up, Tune? How this?
simul adoratum
I just got in.
et glorificatur
I'm streaming on Kingdom Come Deliverance now. I'm trying it with rescreen for everything. So let me know if it notice any difference in quality.
Gotcha.
They're howling. I wonder how long they sit here bowing their heads.
That's a good question.
Him, my dog.
In Australia.
And they would have to know it's my dog. I was the last novice to show up. That dog wasn't sitting out there howling before I showed up. Just imagine you're in this room right now.
Mm-hmm.
That dog just starts going. Because it's supposed to be quiet, you know?
Yeah. Well, the dog's not helping with that.
Can't you see? We're at Mass.
think it's this guy. This guy over there. He seems like the most respected of all the novices here, which in his own way is kind of suspicious. But that's more of a like he's trying to work to the point that no one would ever think, that person. This person is consistently hated about everyone. So people seem to like and respect him the most and hate him the most. But that guy doesn't want to say anything. Just seems to be waiting for the day he dies here. And then there's another rich prick who's upstairs where I followed him until I saw his stash. He's currently not attending mass. He paid someone off, according to his story. Trying to get info out of him, I accidentally said more than I thought Henry would. Like a paragraph. I thought that was going to be a very tiny amount said. So he knows what's going on. This guy is the only one I haven't talked about why I'm here. Like out of the novices.
Right.
White robes. None of the black robes know why I'm here. They watch because they know I showed up late. I keep my eyes on this one. He's also a prick that likes to report everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to propel himself up the rank. He wants to be in some form of power within the monastery.
For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For if the disciple obeys with an ill will and murmurs, not necessarily with his lips but simply in his heart, then even though he fulfills the command, yet his work will not be acceptable to God, who sees that his heart is murmuring. And far from gaining a reward for such work as this, he will incur the punishment due to murmurers, unless he amend and make it satisfaction. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say, he should show them all that is good and holy.
Talk to me, brother.
More than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his
I'd like to
disciples,
ask you something about the monastery.
demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what
I'd like
he
to
is
ask you
and
something
what
about
he
the
is
monastery.
called, and should know that to whom more is committed. From him more.
Who's in charge of things around
Let him
here?
make no distinction
Abbot
of persons
Peter
in the monastery.
is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good Lord will bless him with many more years of life.
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then we elect a new one.
Are there any candidates to be the new abbot?
Yes, there are. Brothers John and Nevlas. Cursed elections. Since the brothers began talking about them, there's only been strife in the monastery. On one side are brothers who'd like to see John as abbot, on the other those who support Nevlas, and they seem to be capable of fighting about it forever.
Knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say,
can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You have everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight, so no one can get in or out.
Demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions
okay, I got the key.
hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always
Who would you
remember
like to be the new abbot?
and what he is called.
I've thought long and hard about it, and I've decided to support John.
From him, more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but
is there a
since he has
reason
the
I could
authority, let him
hit that
cut
bowl?
out those faults by the roots.
Was
as
that bowl
soon
just
as
not
they
meant for me?
begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Cyrus.
I have a
Well disposed
science.
in those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold,
Yes, I do.
hard, proud, and disobedient characters he should curb at the very beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments. Knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again,
Praise be to Christ, brother.
the son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from death. The rule of Saint Benedict.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Therefore, when anyone
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
Definitely Nevlas. Although he's young and less experienced, his heart and intentions are pure.
All that is good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his disciples, but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what is his,
Talk to me, brother.
and should know that to whom more is committed.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Let him make no
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
I've thought long and hard about it, and I've decided to support John.
one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the root.
Listen, brother, is there anyone in the monastery who can help me get hold of something, well, something that's not so readily available?
I can't help you there. Brother Salarius might.
The guy I talked to.
Proud and disobedient character.
So that other John supporter that I ran into, he made me think to ask the next John supporter about, if they can sneak something in, because John seems to be corrupt.
And you will deliver his soul from death.
Been poisoned.
Saint Benedict. Readings on humility. The first degree of humility is obedience.
Interesting.
This is the
I'm dying.
of those who hold nothing.
Oh, you got poison?
Yeah.
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy.
Oh, it is this motherfucker.
He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him.
No wonder I had an assigned seat.
So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden, the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound.
I think I understand you. But the beast would need to know what deal he's being offered.
You know, we're both pawns in
I
someone
stood
else's
up and
game.
immediately went, "Oh,
They
I'm
have plans
poisoned."
for us. But we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it.
I'm like, huh.
And, go
And
our
before
own
I
way.
could go open my inventory
I
to
was
see
a
if I
bandit,
had an
and
antidote,
at
I was
Nijhoff.
hitting the ground.
I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw
Remember
at
how I
Nijhoff
said
made me
he
realize my
seems
life was
suspicious
worth shit.
because
But I still had a
it's like
chance
he's
to change
trying
for the
to
better.
work to change
Here in the
something.
monastery, I've had plenty
Yeah.
of time to think things over.
He's
But
the
then you
most
showed up.
respected one
Fucked it
through
all
that
up.
work ethic.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
if I wanted a different option?
You could kill another novice, I suppose. If news of the murder got out from the monastery, my former friends might believe I'm dead. But I'm offering you a solution that doesn't require any killing. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
I wanted to take the guy to jail. I didn't want to kill him.
Good. Let's do it your way.
And I'm not going to just kill someone else.
I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as fast as I can.
And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it, all the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list, and when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it's even come.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison.
Do you mean these keys?
What? I'm not going to ask you how you got your hands on those, you devious lad.
He is. The genuine holy shit. Hey, because he knows I'm here to kill. I told him I'm here to kill him. So he's sitting here like, oh, this man was ready. He's like, I am glad I poisoned him.
All right, that's everything I need to know. I can get started.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you.
Oi. That should kill me. How am I neglecting duties when I was literally like in the meal room, passed the fuck out? Everyone saw it. All right, get blood. Where is the... Where's the kid?
Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately. It will never happen again.
Brother? Save your excuses for someone else.
Wasn't really an
This
excuse.
is your first warning. Don't do it again.
Talk to me like that. It's gonna turn into a story of that time the monastery had all of the monks' heads on pipes. This is the kitchen.
This looks like the dregs after a night's drinking. Who could be coming here?
Damn. They getting crazy up in here. Close that. Hush now, dog. Should have sent them to the priest before I did this. That way he wouldn't be out there just howling. Supposed to be right now. What is? I died. Okay.
Did you know?
Almost. As quickly as my health bar started melting, that poison, yes, should have killed me. I stood up and I noticed the health bar just ticking down.
Salve Domini.
Oh no, not the same fucking bowl of soup. Not the same bowl.
Just be like, I'm not eating that. I ain't touching.
Aha, Gregor. Talk to me.
Not unless I'm the one making the food.
I'm looking for something a little unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
I need to get some wine.
You're not the only one. But I have to keep records of all the casks, and the prior checks on them. He'd notice any loss straight away. Just like our food, everything's rationed. So I'm sorry, but I'll have to disappoint you, brother.
I need to get hold of some kind of weapon.
Well, I can't help you with that. And besides, what use would a weapon be in here?
Oh, nothing really, come to think of it.
Nah, bro. They can't seriously want me to sit back down at that same fucking bowl. Starts dying again.
That'd be wild.
Not the alcohol, bitch.
Credo in Deum, Patrem omnipotentum, Creatorem.
All right, before I do something heavy, I need to get a drink. I'll be back.
Oh my god, I wish you would just tell me.
Okay, I'm back.
I'll get back.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my job to ensure the monks live a humble life and that any surpluses go to the poor. But in reality, I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction of a new church don't swallow up the few resources we have left.
Damn. That is consistently what people have been saying about him. Like, he does seem to be trying to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's very against the corrupt. I think I get a new bowl. Right. Can you see, hey, what's up, Eve? Can you see anything on Twitch? Like, is there video playing? Hopefully you heard that. Last time I checked, I had video playing on Twitch. But now it does not seem that I do. Shit. Do this. Boom. Which should be active now. Emphasis on should. What is going on with Twitch, There's background. Oh, try to fix it. It's Twitch. Was getting too much bit rate. So hopefully it levels itself back out. This? Tuna, can you hear me?
Hi.
My mic is muted?
I can hear you.
Eve's saying my mic is muted. Motherfucker. You got the tab muted. Talking about Eve. Yep. I'm sitting here like I'm utilizing my microphone. Tuna can hear me. Okay, so yeah, Twitch just wants to be special. But you, Tuna, you said the quality still looks really good on YouTube. You didn't notice any difference? So I might just restream YouTube and Rumble together and then do Twitch on its own little one so that it doesn't get too much bandwidth. Thank you for letting me know, Eve. I don't know how long it was going with no bandwidth. Oh yeah, no, I get that. Thank you, sir. I finally decided to start using my camera. Need to get a haircut though. I've been bumming it recently. I said after getting out of the hospital, I was like, I'm gonna take it easy for a little bit. Fuck it, I don't care.
Have you seen my hair?
Tuna, I have a job.
And I had a job when I had this hair.
I'm just saying, like, I could. It's one thing if you bumming it. It's like, yeah, of course, you should be bumming it right now.
Fuck. I was wearing this hairstyle still. I just, had to put a man bun.
Thanks for stopping by, Eve.
Hiding the hat.
Well, I mean, stylistic choice is one thing. I'm talking about. I got to get shit shaped up and lined up and shit, faded.
Mm-hmm.
It's unkept. Thanks. I'm probably gonna be on for about another hour. I'm gonna go into work tonight. Oh.
Finally sending you back in.
Yeah, I texted him earlier and told him I'll come in tonight. Ankle's feeling a lot better.
That's good. I think once you go to work, I'll start working on my computer.
Is there any way I could help you get elected? Somehow tip the scales in
And
your
hopefully
favor?
tomorrow.
What would you like to do?
It'll be fully
Climb
functional.
up the tower,
Everything ready to
shout,
go.
Vote for Nevlis. Vote for Nevlis.
Not exactly.
I can only hope.
You do have an opponent, John.
John isn't my opponent. He's my brother. Just like you and everyone else here.
What I can do though, since I'm
all
gonna be
brothers in Christ.
streaming
But there
YouTube
is
and Rumble
something you
on
can help
Restream,
me
is I can kick the
You
bit
must
rate
know
up
there's
on
a great
them.
deal of iniquity here in the monastery.
Because the more you can give it, the
I'd be
better
interested to hear of
the
anyone
quality
I
can be
don't
with
know
less
about.
buffering. Because I was lowering it for the sake of Twitch.
Not until you're affiliated.
Should I find out for you what's going on around here?
Let me make this clear.
We can spend a little
I
time
want
in
to
the
base
monastery.
my candidacy on putting things in order. But if I don't know exactly what's wrong, then my promises are just empty slogans.
Very good then. I'll find out what I can.
Thank you, brother.
Look, coin has two sides. We ain't got to talk about all the rest of Henry's time in this monastery. They don't know about it. Twitch keeps switching the damn game over to Elden Ring. I ain't played Elden Ring since last summer.
What do you want me to find out?
I'd be interested to hear about any iniquity in the monastery. I need to prepare myself for what I'll be facing.
What the fuck? What happened to my pine trees?
Is there anything I could help with?
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard that Abbot Peter is gravely ill. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps Brother Celerius could help.
You might come up some keys.
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book was the work of a Saracen devil.
Have fun with all them mega spiders.
Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the three wise men were from the East, were they not?
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say
I try to change my life.
But don't tell him why you
and
need
they
it.
want me doing the same damn
Once you have
shit
the
I
book,
was already
bring
doing.
it to me, and I'll then
get
use it to
inside
make
the cloth.
Peter's
That's
medicine.
crazy.
We'll
You
soon
want me to
have the
sneak
elixir of the
around
abbot
at
over and
night
done with.
in the monastery and steal something? Don't that sound familiar?
Almost like you had that job before.
Good thing I already
Here's
stole
the book
book.
you wanted.
Amazing. This really is it. Now I can use it to prepare a cure for our suffering abbot. Then I'll leave it in the library to make it seem as if
He
Brother
goes through this
Librarian
elaborate
had lied
plan,
about.
all this
There'll be no
bullshit I gotta
investigation.
go through to get
It'll be
this
against
book,
his
and it's
best
like,
interests,
yeah,
as
yeah,
he'll look like the one who wasn't taking proper
good
care of the
advice.
books. It will drive
Yeah,
him
I
mad.
agree. I should get a
I
key.
didn't leave that book out, or did
Anything else?
I?
Here you
Is
go,
there
bro.
anything I can do for you in return?
Like, wait a minute. How the fuck? Like, hold the fuck up. I just gave you this mission today.
I gave you. You have not moved. I turned around and turned back around. Like sometimes you just know what you need when you need it, huh?
I'd be interested in finding out the background of the other novices.
That's a strange wish you have. And the only ones who know everything about the novices are the abbot and the prior. They keep a record of every monk in the abbot's book, but you'll never get your hands on it. It's locked up in the prior's study.
Thanks. You've helped me immensely.
No, thank you. About that book, don't even think about breaking in to get it.
Be funny as hell. I already have it. I don't think I've had that.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Concoct 2 buck's blood potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
Ah, this looks like the Saracen.
Might as well do the task. I'm just burning time now.
That's what we're looking for. Are this enough?
Unlike the cabinet.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus.
Praise. My blood. Oh, it's in this room. Didn't it say something about? Okay. Let me pay a little more attention. Okay, concoct buck's blood potion. Herbs in the chest. Alright, fuck it. Taking everything in the chest. Yeah, I'm gonna be that asshole right now. Oh, I definitely need some of them. Let me do my task first. Remind me to also make save snaps.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember what that is.
Make my save potion. I haven't had any save potions in a minute. Hey, Casper. Yeah, it's so big he can move the mini fish that's on the corner.
That's wild.
Like,
that's crazy, actually.
That boy is muscular. And you know he's not like fat. Cats are supposed to have a pouch. The man is just he said I eat and I move and I rest.
Died the poison? Who's poisoning my plants?
Right.
I didn't know that was a fucking thing.
I have not been doing this alchemy shit, I ain't gonna lie. Right. Well, work.
Excuse me.
Dandelion. So I should start by grinding.
Oh, they started digging.
Why?
Never mind, they're just gonna kill themselves off at this
Oh,
point.
it doesn't. Cauldron. That, yeah, that's what it was. What that was? Cauldron. Willful. Oh, one turn. Pick it up. Ow, ow. I clearly have not spent any time doing alchemy. I am not an alchemist. Oh, leave to cool. So now that it's cooling at dandelion. Huh? Okay.
Someone's been creeping around in the corridor at night. Say creeping. He was stomping about like a bear. That must have been
So I guess I did it right.
He can't sleep.
But how do I like know the quality of like how I made it? That's actually crazy. potion. Hold on now.
Peace be with you, brother.
I don't have all the
Oro pro nobis sancta dia genitrix, ut ibili propitiamur
healing. Water and food. Oil, cool, and deep. Damn, I failed.
Praise be to our Lord Jesus. Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
I've finished my work.
Oh.
Show me what you've made.
Probably gonna be fair.
Spectacular,
Oh, no.
Gregor. You've
Okay,
found
cool.
your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
I don't know if I found my talent. So wait, do I not have those potions? Oh, so this potion I brewed could still do something. If only I could just make someone else try it. Experiment on them instead of myself.
What, you didn't like being poisoned first time?
You know, he said most every other constitution, you know, that just would have did it. And I believe him. I stood up and that health bar started dropping. It wasn't even a slow, gradual drop. It was a, oh, I'm in danger.
Die.
Isn't that what I said in the moment? I said, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
Shit. What do now? He wants me to, wow.
'Wow. 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 '
Okay, maybe since I am here, I should attempt to make myself another potion. I'll start here since I made one of these successfully, apparently. Oil, John's wood. Trying to work. I gotta start with the oil though. Ooh, for a second.
Gloria in excelsis Deo, et in terra pax hominibus bonem.
Okay, I made that successful. So oh, cook. Maybe it's because I'm boiling. Try to just cook it. I'm boiling it. Or maybe I didn't add 2 marigolds. He added 1. Well, let's see how this one. This one might be fucked up because I didn't boil it. No, I made it right. Okay, cool.
Ora pro nobis sanctum
Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I definitely was there. I did come a little late, so perhaps no one noticed me.
Really? Fine then. This time I will forgive you. But next time you'll be punished, just like everyone else.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony. I have a feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm a Sacator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything is the way it should be.
When it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you?
Okay. I had to refresh my screen. It was pause for me.
The fuck? We did?
No, the one that I was monitoring.
Oh.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Can you tell me something about the rule of St. Benedict?
7 centuries ago, St. Benedict of Nursia wrote a collection of monastic rules, which we still follow today. They're read at every meal. The fundamental precepts are obedience, work, and prayer. We're fully devoted to serving God. The outside world, beyond the monastery walls, is foreign to us.
Do you never want to know what's going on out there?
And what should be going on? The sky is just as blue, the grass is just as green. Perhaps the rulers changed, but the greatest ruler of them all will remain unchanged throughout the ages.
Where am I supposed to? Oh. Oh, straight up trespass. Is it like underground? Oh. Sir, leave my cord alone.
What troubles you?
I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
Oh, hell no. See what they want me to do?
Um,
Shit.
I could barely read that.
Supposed to be transcribing this.
Transcribing my ass.
Can't lie. I didn't think I'd be trying to decipher Latin text.
Like anybody would.
It said first-hand religions. Wonder how I did.
Oh, this is quite inexcusable, boy.
Oh, shit.
Can you even read?
What would you like?
Apparently, I did horribly. Shit. He said, "Can you even read?" Yeah, just not Latin.
Anything but Latin. I'm good.
Fuck. I don't even think I could be blamed for that one.
Gloria in excelsis Deo, et in terra pax hominibus bone.
Oh, it takes a lot to make a song. Okay.
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them. Talk to me, brother.
Thought he was saying something about these books. Yeah, more.
Don't even look at that cabinet. It contains forbidden books.
Yo, his eyes look weird.
I'm sure it'll be better in the next game.
Hopefully. Jesus Christ. How many raccoons are you going to send after me?
Their budget has certainly increased since the first since.
Oh, that's good.
That's what
The book's stood in there out for your eyes to see.
trying to just stay out of trouble. Gotta.
Oh,
I don't know.
interested in what's inside? Forbidden books, written by the devil
Am I-
himself. Forget about them.
Gotta add blood. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to kill this man.
Agnus Dei, victoris peccata mundi, miserere nobis.
Where is it? I might just be causing myself trouble for nothing. I might just wait. But we already out here. Probably don't need to get caught opening any doors like that either. Yeah, we're supposed to be stuck in here. Meanwhile, here I am with keys.
Like, wait a minute.
What kind of connection this white shirt got? Close the door. No? Okay. Only open another one. On the plus side, though, I got escape option. Someone's in here, isn't they? Thought I heard someone. Yeah, he's over there.
You're trespassing.
Oh? One second. Must be someone outside that I heard. And that door leads outside. keys. Don't need like there. Report to him.
Brother? What are you
bro?
doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? Fine then. This time I will forgive you. But next time you'll be punished, just like everyone else.
What?
Build bridges. Oh, stone bridges.
Gloria in excelsis Deo, et in terra pax hominibus volet voluntatis.
Praise.
Great to neglecting that schedule. Probably shouldn't let him see me right on it, but now I know where my list.
What was that? Brother? You were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your place? Don't you know where you're permitted to enter and where your presence is forbidden?
No.
Very well, brother. I accept my punishment.
I still need to look through your pockets to see if you have anything you shouldn't. You have a weapon here, in the monastery. I don't care where you got it or why, but clearly your intentions are not honourable. You failed to complete your trial period as a novice. You are hereby banished from the Order of St. Benedict. Be gone at once.
I don't have to fucking. Nah, bro, we're not going out.
Oh, wow. Putting down olive trees like if you actually would.
Ah, Saracen language. Ibn al-Hassan. That's who I'm looking for.
What is it, brother?
I finished my work.
Show me what you've...
Oh, we're all the way back here.
Brother, what will become of you? Oh, well. Praise be to Christ.
Okay, so don't be in a place I shouldn't be. Those items.
Salve Domine.
Wait for her to pass by. I'm gonna try to get it to Nebulous this time. Hush now.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
What was I supposed to get again?
Christ almighty. How many holes do you have in that head of yours? The keys to the monastery and the goat skin of blood. The keys are the most important, or at least some lockpicks.
Oh yeah, I just need to get the blood to make them think I did what they asked. Oh, that's wrong. Itch. I don't know why there's so many of them in that room. Them to move out.
God. Just finally made that bed for. We got 2 more columnists.
He must be cleaning up after everybody. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's going on. I think they're cleaning up after everybody, which means that's gotta wait. Guys, stop.
Brother,
have no
this isn't
business
a place
here,
for you. We shouldn't be here.
Absolutely, they said that's trespass, but they aren't like the guys stopping me and like, sir, you need punishment. You need to be punished. Vacating. Let him, whatever he's. One of the novice monks is just posted up in the cafeteria. Not working. Watching. Does he know that's not how it works around here? They left these 2 to finish it off. There's my dog. Holding the door for them.
I have been rated, so I'm poor now.
No, I'm dying of poverty.
Either I need to go start wars or start pissing people off again and pick wars with me. A way of life.
If you've got a capable squad that won't hinder your base from missing them, wouldn't be a bad idea.
I got I need a couple more people.
Or maybe just take those specifically like soldier units and accept them as disposable. They only good at violence, great. Squad them up.
If only I had like soldiers. Everybody is right now like a farmer, cook, mining, construction people,
Yeah. I can still get upstairs before I need to get my next thing. Passing 10. I don't know what I got left. That look like fun.
God be with you.
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
The books stored in there aren't for your eyes to see.
I gotta find another way up. Again.
Don't move a muscle.
Didn't hear you, bro.
Okay, there we go. I can make fruit drinks and beer.
They sound we don't care about you being new and lost.
Do I have teams? I don't think they're growing those yet.
I just gotta get Nebulous.
Brother. Brother Nevlis says that you didn't finish your work in the herb room. Have you lost your taste for honest labor?
I definitely was there. I did come a little late, so perhaps no one noticed me.
Really? This time I'll look the other way. But next time you won't get out of being punished.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm the circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything's the way it should be.
And when it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother? Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's
We
workshop.
didn't even leave the same dialogue. What?
I was feeling a bit queasy.
He started
Really?
questioning me again.
Fine,
in
then.
the same dialogue.
This time I will forgive you. But next
said,
time,
"Nah, bro,
you'll be
you
punished
mad
just
suspicious."
like everyone else. Brother,
Stop switching the subject.
you were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your place? Don't
does he
you
know that?
know where you're permitted to...
I've had enough of this. You'll never put me in seclusion.
You dare resist punishment? Let me remind you.
I have the stuff on
Yes,
me.
brother. I'm resisting punishment.
Like, you
I've had it up
dare
to my neck with
question.
you, your monastery, and your bullshit. Do your damnedest.
You failed to complete your trial period as a novice. You are hereby banished from the Order of Saint Ben.
Here I am. Again. So, I'm not giving up on the monastery. But, I do need to get ready for it.
Oh shit.
Credo in
This looks like the Saracen lab.